Who's intro?
You can.
All right.
All
Hello, everyone.
right.
It's Mr. Bunkus from Heavy Ammo Unbound, and today we have. Oh no, actually, it's not. We have both of the heavy. We have all the Heavy Ammo Unbound together.
Every single one of
Every
them.
single one of them. They're all here. We're like Smash Ultimate
All
here.
all two of us.
And four short years ago, back in 2017, I think that was 4 years ago. We made a little video thing.
3 years ago.
Was it? Fuck. All right.
2017.
Stop everything. End the recording.
All right. No.
3 years ago, we made a little video talking about predictions for the reveal event for Destiny 2, which was honestly a turning point for the Destiny series. And personally, I believe that this fall expansion will be the same thing for Destiny. It's going to be a turning point, I believe. So I thought, fuck it, we need content. Let's make one of those videos again.
All
So
right.
here we are. Here are our predictions. We're going to do two types of predictions this time. We're going to do one specifically for what we're going to see on the actual reveal stream, and then we're going to do one, some just crazy balls to the walls predictions for that season specifically, and or the season of Arrival, which is the official name of the next season coming out tomorrow.
It's the official name, or
It
it's
is.
just the thing that Spanish and French people saw?
I don't know. It was a thing on the Eververse store, and I don't know if it was in Spanish or French. I didn't even look at the Twitter picture. I just saw a bunch of Destiny YouTubers saying it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
All right.
You can start. I already
I
talked
could
too
start.
much.
All right. So what am I doing? I'm talking about what I think is going to happen in the reveal stream.
Yeah, specifically the reveal stream.
All right, and specifically in the reveal stream, I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm
Usually
assuming
end up
it's
being
going to
an
be like every reveal, so like an hour, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm assuming they're going to talk about if they're adding a new mechanic. I'm assuming they're going to talk about a new mechanic like they did in the last one. I feel like they're obviously going to do one of those things where you see one of like a D1 exotic in the background.
Which one do you think it's going to be?
At this point, man, the Zen Meteor or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't because I don't ever think they're gonna bring back another heavy hitter like the Galahorn or anything like that.
I like how you brought this up because I have the same prediction, but mine connects with something else, and it's gonna be interesting. Go on.
Oh, I think I know what yours is, and I'm gonna guess it right now.
Go for it.
I think if they're gonna bring back one that like anyone has hinted at, I feel like it's gonna be the No Time to Explain.
Okay, so you partially got me right, but
Because of the what's it called? I saw
Exostricted.
DMG tweet or someone whatever that said soon.
Yeah.
And then that's the only thing on the on
No Time to Explain.
like the description of the gun, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I saw that and I was like, okay, I kind of feel like they're gonna bring it back at some point. Then part of me feels like they're gonna bring it back in season 11.
Interesting.
But who knows? But either way, I feel like they're gonna bring back some D1 exotic. And if there is a new enemy race like the Veil, they did title it. Someone pointed out that they've always titled it like a reveal stream, but they called this one the Unveiling.
Did they really? Oh shit.
They did, yeah. So a lot of people have been thinking that, since a new race is called the Veil, that they're going to show the Veil. So if there is a new race, and it's not just the Fallen, then I'm assuming they're going to do a little introduction like they did in Taken King with Oryx and the Taken.
Or Rise of Iron with the Splicers.
Or Rise of Iron with the Splicers. And then, obviously, they're going to give us some hint as to where the story is going, even though I feel like at this point we all kind of have a pretty good idea of it.
Sure.
And I feel like they're going to reveal some new Crucible game mode.
All right.
And the new activity.
Yeah. I like it. So, I mean, honestly, basically shot for shot what you said. I don't have any different predictions. I don't think they're going to show off the Veil yet. I still don't subscribe to the Veil theory personally. But I know, because I'm being a fucking devil's advocate for no reason. But I do think they're going to show off some sort of new, like, modified race of people we've already fought.
God, I hope not.
I got my money on Hive, personally. I think there's going to involve... Because I think we saw those Frozen Hive on Mars in Warmind. And I feel like they haven't really done anything with the Frozen Hive as, like, a faction. Because I know they worked with
Well, they had a
Nokris.
whole season about it, though.
Yeah, but we didn't,
Or
like...
a whole expansion.
It wasn't focused on the Frozen Hive. It was focused on Nokris and the Worms. I feel like the Worms and their faction being frozen leads really well into Europa as a, like, frozen moon. So
Right.
I think they're going to bring up that, at least for Season of Arrival, because I'm assuming they're going to show off both Season of Arrival stuff and also, like, Fall Expansion stuff. They're going to hint at the Fall Expansion and show off the Season of Arrival.
Wait, I have a quick question
Go for
actually
it.
about this because I deleted Twitter.
Fair.
Are they doing one after another?
What do you mean?
Like, are they doing? Because at 9 a.m. we're obviously seeing the reveal for season 11.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the reveal for season 12 or the fall expansion at 10, or it's within the same stream.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the same stream because they don't have any other notifications for a second stream.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're gonna do like, here's everything in season 11. It's out right now as the stream finishes, and also here's a super secret Easter egg, like quick trailer for the fall expansion, and this kind of goes
That's
hand
a
in
good
hand
point, actually.
with the fact that they're also going to be at that summer games thing that Jeff Keighley's doing online.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when they have those summer expansions, or usually when they have fall expansions, they show it off in the summer events, like the E3s that used to exist in the before time. So, so I think they're gonna hint at it, and then they're gonna fully show us off the whole new fall expansion in the Jeff Keighley thing.
That's valid. That's probably more valid than what I thought. I didn't know it was all on one reveal stream. I thought they were doing one after the other.
That's right. They've been super vague about this whole thing pretty much since the
Yeah,
end of the season.
if they were doing one after the other, I definitely think they would reveal most of the stuff that I said.
Yeah. But
I don't think that another thing that crossed my mind is that if they're going to add a new social space, that they would show it tomorrow. But now that I realize that it's kind of mix mashed into one reveal stream, I don't think they're going to show anything like that.
if anything, social space is going to be like just a little like a dot on like a what's new coming in fall sort of thing. Like, oh, we're adding crossplay, we're adding a new social space, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I feel like if it'll be like a part of Europa, kind of like how the Sanctuary thing was on the moon.
I would love if they did it like you know, this is gonna be kind of a weird throwback. Infinite Warfare had this one map called Frost,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a base on Europa, and in the campaign you got to go there and see like them build robots and shit. I would love to see that in Destiny. Obviously more like fantasy, you know, because it's Destiny is Destiny. But yeah, I would love to see that.
I kind of remember how you see the Drifter flying out from that big space station.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like that's going to be the new social space in the fall expansion.
We've never had a space station, have we?
The Reef?
Yeah, but that's not a space
Was
station.
close to one.
Yeah, that's like the closest we've got probably. That'd be pretty cool. You could like see all the Oh, that'd be really cool actually.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy about this? I'll tell you after we're done recording,
Yeah.
but it's something crazy. Okay, now are we on to the balls to the walls thing, or
Yeah,
do you have
balls to the
anything
walls. I got
else?
some balls to the walls predictions. Okay, you ready?
All right, you go first on this one.
Here we
yeah.
go. There's either going to be a new weapon class similar to bows, where like it's a brand new weapon we've never seen in Destiny, or trace rifles are going to become a normal like common item or common weapon class you can find.
I thought about the exact same thing right when, like before I started talking. I was like, new weapon class,
yeah.
class, and I was like, don't fucking say it.
Oh, I got more. There's more. There's even more. I'm assuming the raid is going to be on a pyramid ship, and it's going to be similar to a patrol zone, kind of like the Dreaming City was for Forsaken.
Okay.
Wait, there's more?
No, yeah.
I think crossplay is officially coming in the fall expansion because of all the shit they're doing to change the controller schemes for console players to match and even what PC players can do and shit. I think the Vidoc that they show for every single like super expansion like this is going to show specifically the Exo Stranger, and I think the Exo Stranger with her is going to bring Praedyth, which is going to bring the Vex Mythoclast back. Bungie, hire me right now.
Honestly, dude, if you end up getting that right, I feel like they should.
Oh man, no, I should not get hired for predictions.
It's 8:51 p.m. on June 8th, 2020, when we were recording this. Just just so we know.
Just so everyone knows.
Wow, man. Wow, gee whiz.
Oh, dude.
You know a lot more about lore than I do.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely on the same page as you as a new weapon class.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Like, I was trying to think about that. I honestly don't know what they could add.
Yeah, because they have grenade launchers, they have sidearms, they have SMGs, bows, swords, trace rifles.
Like, my first guess would be to jump off bows and bring in sort of like crossbow sort of weapons. But that almost feels like a rehash of bows.
I feel like they would end up doing what they did with House of Wolves, where they just had the Vestian Dynasty.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I feel like they would just have one crossbow.
I mean, I think
for
the
the time
bow
being.
is the first weapon class that was added that got like an assortment of versions of it, as opposed to like it just being brand new. Like, there was only one side on when that first came out.
Yeah. I would like to see them make legendary trace rifles, though.
Oh, I would love that so much, dude. I love trace rifles.
Yeah, like a kinetic trace rifle. I feel like that's actually going to happen.
I mean, it makes the most sense because trace rifles have been in the game for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And usually...
There's only been exotic ones.
Exactly. Usually after a year, they, like, be like, oh, look, the Foundry's finally learned how to build them normally without being exotics.
You know what my
swords.
balls to the wall prediction is
Go
for
on.
the fall
Hit
expansion?
me.
Faction rallies.
Ooh.
Can you imagine?
Well, here's the thing though. Destiny 2 faction rallies, as in like how they were back in Warmind, or like a whole new idea of faction rallies.
I feel like they'd have to do a whole new idea.
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to see them bring back Destiny 1 factions where they're just always
Oh,
there,
I'd love that.
but then like have an Iron Banner sort of event where it's once a month, you know?
Yeah.
So is that how it worked in Destiny 2? I can't remember. It was so long ago.
And yeah, it was in Destiny 2. It was faction rallies. They came back for like I think 3 weeks or something, and you basically just grinded rep tokens to win.
Yeah, so I'd rather see it be like Iron Banner,
Yeah.
where it's like I would like to see them like have some kind of event for every week of the month.
Yeah.
I know that's like a tall order,
But
but like
like
if they start out with faction rallies and Iron Banner, I feel like they could make something else out of that
if you
too.
think about it, with Destiny and all its events that they've had, they could totally do a weekly event schedule for at least a couple months.
For sure.
Like faction rallies, trials, Iron Banner, and then Solstice of Heroes or some other like seasonal
Yeah.
event. Like they could totally do that for like every other month at least.
Yeah. I think that we're going to see, speaking of Solstice of
Ooh.
Heroes, I feel like we're going to see something tomorrow in regards to the summer event.
I can see them referencing it, but I don't think we're gonna get any deeper information till like.
Well, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any deeper
Oh
information,
wait,
but I can definitely see them like being like, "Hey, by the way, we're having an event this summer like we do every summer."
I forgot it's totally June. They might actually give some more information because it's only like
Yeah,
3 weeks
exactly.
away. Holy shit, I forgot.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that we find something out about that. Like, do you remember the Dawning last year? How it was like last minute.
Yeah, it literally came
I
out like
was
the
like,
very end of December.
yeah, I was like, is this happening? So I'm worried that that's gonna happen this time, but I don't think they're gonna exclude it from the game. I think it's still gonna be in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as balls to the walls for me, I think that like the main things is I don't know story or lore. I think the main thing is new weapon class and faction rallies, and obviously a new play space would be super fucking cool.
I want to add on to your D1 exotic one too. I don't know why. Something in my bones is screaming Pocket Affinity. I have no idea why. The Merciless is already in the game, but something inside my stomach is just saying Pocket Affinity.
I honestly could see them adding that back too, because of everything that's going on, and like I feel like with all the time shit and everything like that, I feel like they'd have to bring back the Pocket Infinity, but at the same time they do have the Merciless and it's essentially the same thing.
Exactly. I'm just trying to think like because they wouldn't add a boring exotic back to the game. Like they're not going to
Imagine
give
if
us
they
like
added the
plain sea.
Invective back,
Oh,
dude.
I'd love the invective actually.
I feel like they could bring back or
Although,
Icebreaker. I don't think they're ever gonna bring back like the top tier
oh yeah,
exotics like
we're never
Galahorn,
going to see Galahorn.
Icebreaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see Icebreaker for the sheer fact that ammo is such a fucking problem in this game.
Yeah.
That having a free exotic that does that would make it, even if they nerfed it to hell, it would still make it so vital to like the normal playstyle because at least then you have an infinite ammo weapon technically.
Do you remember at the beginning of Destiny 2 when
Big.
they were like, we're just gonna bring everything up, and like all exotic, like some most exotics were like really overpowered, and then they made a lot of exotics really overpowered after that.
Kind of.
Like
I
remember
remember
the
the
Whisper of the
Merciless.
Worm
Oh yeah.
when it first came out, dude, was
Oh yeah,
disgusting.
yeah. Back when it still had the white nail, the original white
Yeah.
nail perk.
And then they nerfed it after like a month.
I mean, we got a good amount of time with it, I would say.
Yeah.
The only reason I would say no to the invective is because they've already brought back Fell Winters as like a special old D1 shotgun, and I feel like they wouldn't want to double dip on weapon classes.
That's true.
So that's why the Icebreaker would make so much sense, or the Pocket Infinity, or the Vex Mythic class. Just something kind of like gimmicky, but also.
I have
for people.
I have another extremely balls to the wall
Well, let's go.
prediction, and you're gonna hate it.
Oh god.
They're also alongside the fall expansion. They're gonna announce the release of Destiny 1 remastered for PC.
I would hate that, but
I would absolutely fucking love that, but it wouldn't be like everything with Taken King and Rise of Iron. I feel like they would just release it with like Vault of Glass, Crota's End, and Prison of Elders, up to like level 34. You know, just the vanilla Destiny 1 with the vanilla or not the vanilla graphics, but like better graphics, better gameplay on PC.
better pizza.
Cuz that I feel like Papa John's. That's a bit like that's a good I feel like that would be a good side project to work on.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact I'm not the only one that wants that
I
shit
mean,
back.
obviously, everyone loves going back to older Destinies. Personally, if they were gonna do that, I would rather they just throw literally the Cosmic Drone and Prison of Elders and maybe like some way like I mean the Infinite Force is open for raids. Like we've already seen them go do raids in the Infinite Force, so they could totally add back Vault of Glass and Crota, as like a fucking
Yeah, I
test
mean,
raid or something. Like they could do
that's
it.
that's what I thought about too. Is like if they would just bring D1 raids and activities up to Destiny 2, because it feels like at this point Destiny 1 is turning into. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this from certain people, but I feel like it's turning into like a WoW thing, where they're just gonna keep on updating the same IP for a while, because obviously they can't make a brand new IP right
I
now.
mean, they're currently doing that.
Well, they're currently doing that, but that could be years before we see that.
Yeah.
You know. But I feel like that's where they could possibly be going with it. You know, just keep on adding more things, and I feel like they would have to at some point just bring back some D1 stuff.
I think they're definitely eventually. My guess would probably be like 2022, just as like a random like a random date.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw us a bone with one of the old raids. It just feels like they need more time to glisten in the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are random predictions. At this point, we're gonna cut to the second half, which will also have our what's it called?
Reactions.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, my brain is broken.
Reactions to the reveal event.
Exactly. So we'll see you there. Whoa.
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 And we're back.
And we're back.
I'll let you do the thing.
Yeah. So hey, it's a Nightfall podcast. I don't know how to intro things, man.
We're back.
Okay.
A lot of fucking shit happened. A lot of stuff was announced. A lot of stuff was revealed.
Maybe that's why I'm still like amazed by what just happened.
Yeah, it's pretty gosh darn hype actually.
We'll just go ahead and start off by saying all of our predictions were right last night.
Absolutely every single one of them.
And one way or another, they were pretty much right considering the amount of shit they revealed.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Glass officially coming back for 2021.
Vault of Glass officially coming back, yeah, for year 4, yeah.
Goddamn. Sorry to talk right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're still fucking. It's fucking 10:03. It concluded at about 9:40. So we're still riding off that high. But I was honestly pretty fucking amazed with everything they revealed. I'm excited that they're gonna start bringing back shit from Destiny 1.
Yeah.
In place of old Destiny 2 stuff. Like we're just talking about how they revealed the new directory, and we could see that there's no more Io Titan,
Nessus,
Leviathan,
Leviathan, thank you.
and no more Leviathan. So that means that there's going to be no more raid layers, no more Crown of Sorrow, unless they add it into a raid directory, but I sincerely doubt they're going to do anything like that. But
yeah.
And then no more Mars. Did I mention Mars already?
I think we said Nessus twice because I interrupted you. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mars. No Mars. Mars is gone.
No Mars.
Rip Rasputin. Jesus Christ.
Rip Rasputin.
I can't. I'm sorry, man. I'm all jumbled.
But yeah, and then they did something that no one was fucking expecting.
Nope.
And they revealed the next 3 years of content that we're going to be getting for Destiny 2.
Finally getting Savathun.
We're even going to hear about Savathun this season.
Yeah.
And some cutscenes.
And there was definitely a giant shrieker during one of the new strikes or whatever. The adventures, I don't know what it is that's coming
there
in.
There indeed was a new strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a new, like a giant shrieker, like the Savathun song strike. Man, it's... And then, like, so, I mean, they spent the first, like, 25 minutes or 20 minutes or so revealing everything that's to come in the next 3 years, essentially. And then they revealed the stuff coming for the newest season of Destiny. And I'm like, honestly, I set my bar very low for it because of what happened for Season 10.
Yeah.
But the amount of shit that's coming out this season is mind-blowing to me.
Not to mention a dungeon day one, which I don't think has ever happened for any season.
A dungeon day one? No, it's never happened for any season. We've only gotten a dungeon on the drop of Forsaken, or not on the drop, but like during Forsaken and then during Shadowkeep.
Yeah, and both those were like 3 weeks after, because the Dreaming City one had to wait for the Dreaming City cycle.
Correct.
And Shadowkeep one had to wait for Altars, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane that we're getting a dungeon tonight. They're finally just giving us shit right off the bat, and I feel like they're going to continue to give us more shit to do this entire season leading up to the fall expansion.
Yeah, we don't even know what the repeatable activity is this season yet.
We don't, and then we also don't know about the summer event yet, which should be
Yeah.
and that's going to be happening very soon.
July.
July, yeah. We're
Usually
only
they usually announce it on Bungie Day, so July 7th. We got literally a little under a month now until we get that announcement, assumedly.
yeah. So I mean, this whole like the whole reveal was, I mean, stimulation overload.
Yeah.
You know, Brendan was absolutely right about the stranger. The 4chan post was absolutely
I was
right
gonna
about the
say,
stranger coming back. I
I can't
fucking
take all the
lost my
credit.
mind.
I
I
I,
lost
I made
my
up the
mind as soon
part
as she
about
popped up.
Praedyth and the Bugs Manticlass coming back, but the Stranger was totally not my idea. Although I'm super happy she's back. Probably one of the best stories in Destiny.
Yeah, I'm really excited to learn more about what's going on over there.
And that little
Do you
weird
think?
bug she had. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck was
do
that
you
thing?
think that in Destiny 1 she was doing what she's doing now because she's a time traveler?
Yeah.
So she could have been when she said hold on and then she like gave strategy and then she like turned away with her gun, she could have been fighting the pyramid stuff.
I mean, it was always implied that she was dealing with like two different timelines while talking
Exactly.
to us.
So I think that that's why she was like so vague with everything. I honestly could be giving I'm probably giving Bungie too much credit for that. But like the reason why
Well,
she probably wasn't saying anything is because she didn't want to screw up the timeline.
yeah. And to be fair, they made it the like they made her speaking so vague that you can pretty much like link it up anywhere and it could probably work out pretty well.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it was. I bet you she was dealing with what we're about to deal with back then.
I wonder if it's gonna be yeah. Ooh, I don't even know, but I would love to see that. Any connection to some of the Destiny 1 mysteries would be much appreciated at this point.
I mean, they did
4
say
years
that
later.
they're going to be finally fucking talking about stuff
Yeah.
and giving backstory on Destiny 1.
Yeah.
With the stranger, they said something about the traveler waking up, stuff like that.
Which should be
But
like the implications on the Traveler waking up probably
I
mean
bet you that's going to be Lightfall.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's a picture of the fucking Traveler and then a triangle ship. Like that's got to be
Yeah,
That's gotta be.
I think that Lightfall is going to be the next collapse.
the war. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Which
that would
we
make
experience
sense.
the Dark Age.
Yeah, because maybe by then they'll have been working. I mean, I know they said that they're going to be working exclusively on Destiny 2, and doing pretty much what I thought that they would do, which was fucking just keep on working on the same IP because it's such a huge game already.
Yeah.
So I think that after that expansion, they're either gonna announce a new game, or they'll have announced it at this time that year before it comes out, or they're just gonna announce the next however many years. But they did talk about years 4, 5, and 6, and I think 7 in that one twab. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they brought it up as just like a random idea. Like, yeah, so in year 7 we'll be adding this, or in year 6 we'll be adding this. So yeah, they definitely did confirm that
Yeah,
Destiny's in
they
it for the long haul.
they did confirm that just from this live stream. So
Yeah.
and that's one thing that I was mostly correct on.
Yeah. And
That's the one thing.
and it's honestly a great idea because Destiny 3.
It's just I feel like
it
it's
doesn't
a
seem
waste.
viable.
Yeah. It definitely does not seem viable until there's like another collapse.
Yeah.
But I definitely would never see it coming out like next year.
No.
Which I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. I'm glad that they're going to be wrapping up a lot of storylines that like, you know, we've been kind of having in the background for the last 6 years, like the
Right.
whole Savathun song or the whole Savathun thing.
Not even
and
wrapping up, just going deeper into it. Like literally,
Right.
all we know about Savathun is from the Book of Sorrows and the little bit of information we got from like random lore books here and there
Right.
regarding like DLC and like that had Hive. Like we're finally gonna actually be getting like deep into her story. Like what did
Yeah.
she do after she split up with orcs? Like we don't know.
I 100% need to read more into the lore
Oh,
at
dude.
some point.
I'll link you to fucking Ishtar Collective. If you just type in a Destiny word, it gives you like a shit ton of lore about that specific thing, and you could just get lost in there. It's amazing.
I'm gonna read into Savathun.
You should.
But man, like, what else did they reveal? No SRL yet,
But
but we both know it's coming.
yeah, the DCV is returning, taking anything from Destiny 1 or anything from past Destiny into current Destiny. On the that article I linked you, it confirmed that Willa Crota, Saber, and the Devil's Lair are coming back, along with the Vault of Glass.
Right.
So we
With the
know they can
Cosmodrome.
literally pull anything.
I don't know about you, but like I am so excited just to see some of the guns in Destiny 2 on the Cosmodrome.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, I don't know what it is in my head that makes me want to see that so bad, but like I want to see like Destiny 2 guns.
I
in
really want to
Destiny 1
know
map.
if the Cosmodrome is going to be a post Rise of Iron Cosmodrome or a new light Cosmodrome. Where I want to see what the walls looking like. I want to see what
I'm assuming that it's going to be post Rise of Iron
I would
Cosmodrome.
hope.
Yeah, I'm assuming that that's what it's going to be because we dealt with that before.
Yeah.
This game. So we'll see, but
'Cause
I'm
I
really
would
looking
love to
forward
see
to
that
it.
wall in the summer.
Do you think that they're still going to have those that knight and 2 acolytes downstairs?
I hope so, but they better be like way stronger now, or pushovers, I guess, to show.
What about Randall?
Oh yeah, well we already have a Randall in this game on the moon, so will we get not Demon Randall? Will we get Nightmare Randall and then Real Randall?
Maybe, dude.
Have them duke it out. Also, if they're bringing the Vault of Glass back, does that imply that they're also bringing back the weapons, or do you think they're just bringing back the raid and not the actual, like just the aesthetic and
I
not
just
the
got
actual
rock hard from when you said that.
Because
I'm assuming they're either going to bring back the Vault of Glass weapons or come up with a new set of weapons. I'm hoping they bring back old weapons.
And if they bring back the old weapons, they could just sunset them. So it's not like there will ever be any Fatebringer power creep like there was for Destiny 1, because they could just
Yeah.
get rid of them after a year.
Well, Fatebringer also I don't think would be that strong now because they talked about how they're nerfing Outlaw.
And Firefly
And, like,
fucking sucks.
And Firefly or Dragonfly in this game fucking sucks.
I'm assuming it'd
so-
be Firefly for the Fatebringer though.
That's true. Do you think they'd make it in the kinetic slot?
Yes. I think what they're gonna do if they
I-
bring back
I
gold weapons
feel
is go
like-
the exotic route like they did in Age of Triumph.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that too, but I was going to say if they didn't do that, I feel like what they would do to kind of balance it is make like Atheon's Epilogue, Visional Confluence, maybe not Visional Confluence, but Atheon's Epilogue and fucking Fatebringer, I feel like they would make them in the energy slot.
Yeah.
And then like Visional Confluence and Pray This Timepiece maybe and the kinetic spot and so on and so forth.
Dude, I would love a kinetic Pray This Timepiece. Holy shit.
I bet you they would put fucking either Found Verdict or what's the sniper called?
Pray This
or something?
Revenge.
I feel like they'd put either of those or maybe even both in the primary slot also.
They could also just pick like the fan favorite weapons for Vault of Glass, like fucking Fatebringer, Vision of Confluence, Found Verdict / Pray This Revenge. I don't know which one's actually better compared to
Yeah.
like the fan base. And what's it called? Hezen's Vengeance and
Oh, fucking Corrective Measure.
Corrective
My
Measure.
God.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think so. The only part of me that thinks that they would just make a new set of weapons for that
I would love
is
that.
that like they don't necessarily have like I feel like they don't have some of those archetypes anymore in this game.
Yeah, which
like,
would make them
the
even more
only-
unique if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. But the only like fast fire LMG is the Delirium, and then the other the Vanguard ritual weapon
Edgewise.
as edgewise, and then like we don't have any bullet hose auto rifles. We just have SMGs now. So I don't
That's
know.
why I think
feel
they
like-
would make them exotic and keep the archetypes they have, because the exotic change to give you like energy primaries or elemental primaries was like the best thing they added in Age of Triumph, and I'm still disappointed they never brought that back for Destiny
Yeah.
2 and beyond.
That would definitely be really cool to have a new set of exotics like that, and they could essentially have normal like new drops. I don't think they would add that many drops to it, but if they had like new legendary drops for Destiny 2 and then have those drop as like an exotic by week or something like that.
Yeah. So again,
feel-
similar to Age of Triumph.
Age of Triumph, yeah. So
And hopefully they bring back, I know either updated versions or the exact same Age of Triumph raid armor, because holy shit, that stuff was underutilized.
with the way that armor's working now, because I talked about this with the
Oh,
new
yeah.
dungeon. Also, I feel like they're gonna have 2 sets of armor for everything.
That's true. They did that for Taken King, and it worked really well in my opinion.
Yeah, because they're
Not
having
Taken King, Vault of Glass, but that was before the pre-release. You know what I mean?
yeah they're having 2 sets of they have 2 sets of armor for the dungeon, which we're assuming it's we know it's the Trials of the Nine armor and then the brand new dungeon armor.
God, I can't wait to get that Trials of the Nine armor. Trials of the Nine armor.
I know. I feel like doing 3 fucking runs of that tonight once I know how to do it.
I was gonna say.
But it may be very difficult. I don't know what like the level's
Power
going to
level,
be.
yeah.
I know that I'm going to be really high level right off the rip on at least my Titan because
Yeah.
I have so many bounties to turn in, but man, I'm anxious. Like I want to play so bad, but we got to wait until 2 p.m. today.
Yeah.
And it's 10:15 right now.
I mean, overall though, the just like we say, I feel like every year at this time, Destiny's looking extremely bright.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this has never happened before.
this big of a drop has never happened before for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember saying this around Forsaken and Shadowkey. Obviously Forsaken was such a weird time for Destiny, but definitely around Shadowkey.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to Beyond Light, and I'm really looking forward to playing the new season today.
Yeah. I don't care about anything at this point besides the Witch Queen DLC. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest, just get me to 2021, please. Don't asteroid us yet, Earth or
Yeah.
space guy.
So I mean, I set my fucking expectations super low for this, and obviously my expectations were fucking blown away.
Yeah.
And I feel like Bungie has redeemed themselves just from this reveal stream today. We'll see how well the season works, though.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else to say. Just get us to September.
Get us to September, man.
All right, we will. Do you want to do the outro?
Yeah, we'll see you fudging later. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god.
Stop.